Hello everyone, and welcome back to Soul Awareness. My name is Jane and I do beautiful readings with beautiful messages from energy. So let's take a look right now what's going on. So as you saw, I pulled everything. I finally remembered this time to put the camera on after the first card, but you know, we'll get there. You'll see it from the beginning eventually. All right, so, and then I sat down, I meditated on the cards, I took a look at the cards. Now, if you're here to get empowered, you've been watching me maybe for a couple of days, I'll invite you to hit that subscribe button, okay? Show me the love, hit subscribe. That's the way I like to see it. All right, we're going to get on with this right away. So I pulled the inspiration card, I pulled all the other cards, and right away I think I showed you the, you know, the correlation, the combination between these two. What I noticed from the numbers is there's a lot of mastery coming in. So I have 29, which comes down to 11. I also have 44, which is a double master number. You also have both the kings here, the King of Wands and a King of Cups, which is master energy. So you've got a lot of mastering numbers coming in. In other words, it's like either you're going into a mastering phase or you're really developing it. Whichever one it is, it doesn't matter. It means that you're focused on mastering what you want to happen. I love that. The colors that I could see the most of that's really clear is the inspiration, and these are going to connect because they have orange and orange right here, but mostly I feel the light colors, the light greens, the light pinks, the light blues. I'm really feeling that color right now. I'm feeling like a beautiful flow of energies. The light colors are there. What I can hear when I look at them is like that they're dancing against my soul. Like I feel like they're dancing into my energy and out, making me feel all kind of light and happy. Okay, so we're going to look at all of this, but when inspired, okay, and you can release old patterns because that's coming up again, and it came up this week. Okay, you become limitless and your own unicorn in a way, right? Ideas, mastery is all you need to see things grow and take flight. And the last little card that I took out is this one, and it says victory on it. So victory is absolutely yours for the taking. Okay, so we're gonna just dive in deep now. So yeah, I'm showing you how I make the connections, how it comes in, how it feels. I go from feeling, I do intuitive writing with all of this, and I take a look at what's happening. So the first card, as you can see, is inspiration. Another beautiful card, the sun shining down, the birds taking flight. Very, very beautiful. Number 11, beautiful, beautiful. And this one is be open to divine inspiration. You inspire others. Immense creativity, motivation, and energy are expanding in your life. I love this. Okay, so let it expand you. Okay, life without the fire of new ideas is dull and separates you for all that is created. And this, if you look at it, this is new ideas. The Page of Pentacles is definitely learning a new skill, investing in yourself, a new project, new school, new anything. It's just getting that one idea and just holding on to it. I love how the oranges are touching each other, and this card talks all about of what this card is, and a little bit of this card because it takes some follow through, right? The mastery to follow through. So creativity and inspiration are in fact receptivity, being open to the creator. Even if the motivation that occurs seems unusual or strange, welcome new ideas. Welcome new ideas and fresh ways of viewing the world. Open yourself to the deep flowing wellspring of visions, ideas, and intuition that dwell within you. Through the morning mists, the golden light of sunset, the wind in the trees, and the gentle thoughts at the edge of your mind. Let the Creator's wonderful ideas stimulate, enliven, enrich, and revitalize you. I absolutely love this. Revitalize you. I am receiving divine inspiration right now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay? So the next one we've had before, and again, there are birds on this card. If you notice, that's the one thing I didn't mention, but there are birds. Okay, a lot of birds this week. A lot of birds. So you have 16, release old patterns. Release old patterns. So did you know that around 90% of your thoughts are the same from day to day? That's kind of scary if you think about it. 90%. What does that leave? Just 10% for improvement? Let that extraordinary figure sink in. I'm thinking about it right now. So if you're repeating thoughts over and over again, it's easy to get stuck in the past. This new knowledge opens up the opportunity to rewrite your repetitive thought patterns, which will free you from the past and bring about fresh perspectives and possibilities. What old unconscious thought patterns are holding you back from stepping into your power? The key is to become aware of your repetitive thoughts so that you have the choice to release them. Okay? So write down 3 things in your life that really challenge you. Maybe a breakup, a job, leaving a job, a family argument. So explore how each one made you feel and how you reacted to them in the moment. It doesn't have to be those things. It's whatever's bugging you, right? Something that keeps happening and you keep reacting to it. And notice if a repeated pattern begins to emerge. Don't judge yourself, though. Instead, use it as an awareness practice, okay? Because once you deal with this one, it's a card that keeps coming in. And these are very beautiful cards. But if you deal with this one, and you can break old patterns, trust me, the rest of this will become much easier. Much easier, okay? So once you've identified your reaction to each experience, explore other more constructive behaviors you could have chosen. We often have more choices than we know. Yeah, we sometimes don't want to pick those choices, though. Once we have awareness, the next step is to take a moment to breathe. Breathe. Deep breaths. My new go-to for almost everything. And trust me, it really works. It really does. Okay? Next time a challenging situation appears, take a deep breath before you respond. Watch as new patterns emerge. I love it. This is like a go-to. This is perfect. If you don't know about this deck, it's called Intuitive Whispers Oracles by Maud Hurst. Yeah, it's really nice. It actually gives you prompts, helps you out. So, if you're into that kind of thing and you want to do some reflective work on yourself, these cards are good. It doesn't much matter which one comes out, which one you pick. It makes you think. Anything that makes you think, it opens you up. Okay? Just like these readings. It doesn't much matter. You come here and suddenly you're looking at this and you're going, does this apply to me? It applies to everybody. Everybody can expand on themselves. So this is what I love. Okay? This is what I love. You can save it for later. You can watch it again. It's always going to be relevant. So, Limitless. Look at his beautiful unicorns. Isn't he or she beautiful, or it, or whatever? This unicorn is gorgeous. I love the purple. This is the color of my month of stone. A month, I guess. Yeah. So, a little bit of a coffee break here. For anybody who's been with me through the Pisces channel, you know that I love Cafe Cocoa. But this one is Cocoa Raspberry, so it's a new one. Yeah, I'm expanding. It's actually a protein powder that I put in to my coffee. So, okay. So now we're going to talk a little bit about the magic and your imagination. After you've been inspired, you've released old patterns, okay? 16 and 7 is the Tower. The Tower is also 7, Chariot, expansion. It's letting you know old foundations are crumbling so that you can make a movement into something better. But you're going to have to assess. You're going to have to defend or believe in what you're doing. you're also going to have to, I don't know, protect your ideas. Really love and safeguard your ideas. Okay, and make real choices. That's the thing with sevens. Sevens is on the fence a little bit. And sometimes a tower comes in and shakes things up. Okay, so that you have to jump off the fence. You have, because the fence is coming down. So, yeah, if you can do that, if you're working on that, and you're going, I can hear you screaming in the comments, Jane, I have been working on that. Fantastic. You are on your way to limitless, no boundary sort of life, which is amazing. You'll start questioning everything. Does it absolutely need to be? Even the stuff that you kind of like, but do I absolutely need to do it that way? I could do it in an even greater way. I could do it in a different way. Okay, why do I stick to the same barrel? I have many barrels I could pick from. Even if it's unconventional. You can do stuff. The first time that my mind was blown is when I saw people living their lives in a 1940s style. They had their house, their dress, their cars. They started building their environment because that's what they wanted. They were enamored, in love with the idea. They loved it. It was like role-playing every day of their life, and I thought, you can do that? You can choose to live in an environment of your creation if you have passion and dedication and you know, you just start doing it. Wow, you can? That's allowed? Well, yeah. Yeah. If you're willing to open and expand to the way you're thinking, your ideas, and put it in place, you can do anything you want. So anyway, I just, the first time I saw that, I went, wow, that's amazing. And they would walk the streets, and people after a while just look at them and would go, yeah, those are the people who, you know, prefer a 1940s vintage style in their lives. And people got used to it. And I thought, well, that's just amazing. You know, that's amazing. We can literally do anything. Just think about it that way. We can do anything. And yes, I had watched those. I'm always so, I really love the styles. I actually looked into a past life, and I died before the 40s, and I think that's my obsession with it. So it was very interesting. Anyway, so I'm not going to go into that, although I'm sure some of you will go, please go into that. I'm not going into that today. So we're going into this beautiful generalized limitless, deciding I can do anything. I can dress 1940s. I can do anything. I can save up and then become an adventurer, right? Yeah, there's so many things. I'm thinking of the stuff my husband would like to do. So, and you know, you can start out small and start with one little adventure, and just, you're going to see that with time, with mastery, okay? It's mastery. You can't sometimes just drop and, you know, do. People living 1940s, it took time, it took like funds, it took stuff to make it happen, but they did. Okay? If you want to be a planet explorer, you're going to have to save up to do that a little bit. But you can organize yourself to live that life. It does take some tremendous leaps to leave the old life to go into a new life. But you can reinvent yourself practically every day if you want to. Okay? So here we go. Your imagination offers you an opportunity to achieve anything provided you believe in your ability to make it happen. I love this. Okay? Well, I'm going to read that again. And I want you to sit with it. I'm going to read it a little slower this time. Your imagination offers you an opportunity to achieve anything, provided you believe in your ability to make it happen. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that. I have done that in a smaller scale as well. I have a front room that's very old in nature. It was very cluttered. It had all, you know, leftovers. It needs like renos to make it into, you know, this century. And I had a feature wall. I won't call it a feature wall, but I had a wall in front of my treadmill that just hang a picture, an old drywall, you know, that needed to be finished. And I bought this sticky stone wallpaper that's, you know, it's textured. And I think if you are on my Facebook, you will see this picture. I put it up, and it completely transformed the space. Suddenly, it looked quite warm and beautiful. I had the TV in my office. I put a little LED backlighting to it, and ta-da! Like just upgrading that wall changed the entire space. This is so small. I think for less than $100. I think less, even about $75. I changed the entire space. I did a full front wall, side wall, and I was like amazed by all of it. It was incredible to me. And I always think to myself, we always think in grand spaces. I have to change the entire space. I changed one wall. And I made it cozy. I made it into what the warmth that I wanted. We have such opportunities today to make things happen for ourselves. Okay? And as long as it makes you happy, that's all that really matters, right? As humans, we tend to create barriers, imaginary fences built by self-limiting beliefs. Exactly what I was saying. When you dare to take a step beyond your doubts and truly believe that you can achieve the impossible, even the sky is not high enough. It's beautiful. Never allow negative self-talk to tell you that you're not good enough, not yet ready or ill-prepared. Your only limitation lies in your mind. It is not enough to simply dream of what you desire. You need to take concrete steps towards your goal. This is where the mastery comes in, by the way. Each step need not be huge, but break it down into small, manageable chunks, and soon you will find yourself closer to that goal than you once thought possible. It's time to free yourself from the self-imposed shackles and shine so brightly that you light up the path, illuminating the way for others. And I'm going to add to this, it's not necessary for you to have it all figured out. As long as you have it, the next step figured out, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, right? So this is about being closed, blocked, fenced in, boundaries. And yesterday, if you were here, not yesterday, I said Tuesday, if you were here and you saw we had the devil and the lovers, they're the flip side of one coin, right? The lovers is well-being, the devil is boundaries. Even in the tarot deck, they're the exact same card, just a different energy attached to them, okay? So this is the crown. Absolutely, this is to your crown. This is higher self. This is, you know, bigger things. This is like jumping right out of the box, right into the cosmos. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful that it's the unicorn. So the majestic unicorn represents an ability to conjure limitless realities. Remind yourself to move beyond your self-imposed restrictions and achieve what you once believed to be an illusion. Beautiful. Beautiful. Next, I hate to move her. I'll call her her because, I don't know, I'm a her and I don't know, I love her. Okay, 44. Here we go. Another master number. I love that. Magic happens when you most expect it. It's not when you least expect it. I love it. It's when you most expect it. So expect it. Expect magic to happen. I love that. Did unicorn follow directly with magic happens when you most expect it? 44. Beautiful, beautiful master number. You are a powerful, sacred creator. The potential to call your dreams into reality. The awakening of forgotten energies. Magic happens when you most expect it. In a life full of structure and rules and the oh-so-very unmagical excuse of coincidence, one needs to expect magic to happen in order to prime the pump and bring it in. I love it. Prime that pump. You know, tap into your inspiration. Prime it. Yeah. Actually, one needs to be actively waiting and watching for it. Magic and serendipity showed up in your life all the time, yet they're often missed when they surface in ways that we least expect them to. It's time to call things into being by setting an intention, taking action on that intention and expecting it to work. Watch for proof that it's coming to you and prepare for a few, oh my goodness, holy crap, it's working moments. When offers, opportunities, experiences, freebies, and all the guiding help you need begin to show up. As you awaken miracles with an incredibly magical mindset, start writing the signs down as they arrive. This active co-creation with the universe will build upon the simple magic of serendipity, and the proof that your dreams are taking shape will accelerate their formation. So, are you actively waiting for magic? Are you willing it to happen to you? Are you willing it to show up in your life? I want you to write right now in the comment section something that you have taken the time to wait for. You've asked for and it showed up. You've actually had victory. I'll tell you mine. I asked for a message from a friend that had crossed over. And I don't know if this is magic, but it always feels magic to me. This always feels very magical. I feel like I've been visited by, a person who's, one of those woo-woo things. And I know you're saying, Jane, you're literally woo-woo. Yeah, but you know what? I'm a Capricorn moon. I'm very grounded. I'm very grounded for the Pisces that I am. And when I get proof, when I get magic show up, I'll give you a few examples. I was talking to my dad. I'm going to be talking to people who have passed on, who I consider being my allies, my loved ones. I was talking to my dad, and I was looking at a picture of us. The only picture really that I have of, we were dancing. He was crying, and I had it pinned up. I don't have it pinned up right now. Put it away. If I do find it in a future video, I'll show it to you. But we were dancing, and I was in his arms, and I had a very difficult relationship with my father. There wasn't a lot of holding. There wasn't a lot of tenderness. But this was one of those tender moments. And I asked him for a sign. I just said, really love to hear from you, Dad. My dad loved music. So, of course, immediately after the song Hold Me Now from Thompson Twins, and I'm looking at the picture, and the music starts, and I was in total awe. I asked a question. I waited for the magic to happen, and it happened immediately. Also, recently, I hadn't talked to one of my best friends, Catherine. That's the other story I started with. I have a beloved deck, and I asked, I said, so, I'd love to hear from you. And I started shuffling the deck, and a lady on a typewriter showed up, and backstory, the word backstory. And for a second, it took me a second, I realized that she was reminiscing about the first time we met. I had penned a book about living in different times, reincarnation, that kind of stuff. And it was a very sexy book, actually. And but I had sent it to maybe one publisher and gotten it's very interesting, but we don't publish those books. We wouldn't know where to put you at the time. This was way back, way back in the Wayback Machine, before all the internet kind of took over and self-publishing. And I remember meeting my friend Catherine, and I told her I want to be an author. And then I told her I had written and finished a book, and she says, no, you are an author. You don't want to be. You are. And she was one of the first people I met who actually spoke to me in a very positive manner. Like, almost like, I believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. And right away, it all came rushing in. The typewriter, the lady was me. The backstory was how we met and how our loved and deep appreciation for each other. And right then I felt the love for my friend. And you know what, guys? That's magic. When magic happens when you most expect it, this is what they're talking about. That and many more things, okay? Walking and sending an idea in the universe and then having something show up to help you along, to help you with something. That happens to me all the time. Oh, I said, I would love to have, I want to build a presentation. It happened to me this week, and I'll show you. I haven't filled it out yet. But I said, I want to do groups where I'm going to be with people, and I need like a folder, and I thought of a 3-ring binder with some plastic inserts that I can put the stuff in to do my presentation. And I'm walking around, and usually I have a hard time finding stationery that really meets exactly every need. And I thought it, and I went out, and the first store I hit, they had this thing. And it's got all the inserts in it, and it's got enough. So easy, so simple. But I asked for it, and it showed up. It showed up. And some of you may say, well, Jane, you know, it's not magic. You can go to any store and find it. It's the speed, the expediency that it showed up. Okay? So it was like, wow, that's really gratuitous. How that just kind of, it was there and I needed it, and there it is. And I'm so grateful for it. Okay? I'm grateful. All right. So let's look at the rest of these. You have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is about new ideas. Like I said, it's about building on things, right? It's also good news. It's good news. We can all stand some good news. It's solid beginnings. It's setting goals. It's practical. It's constructive and hard work. You're going to see work here a few times. You're going to see action taking place a few times, showing up in this reading to tell you that it's not just all going to fall. You have to work your mind towards it. If even it's attention and things show up, you are still going out there. I said I wish something would show up, but I went to a store where it possibly could be, and there it was. Okay, so I did the action, I had the thought, the inspiration, did the action, and then things started happening. You have to keep that in mind. You have to take the lead in your life. You have to be the master of the ship. You have to stay calm when things don't exactly end up being 100% the way you want them to. When chaos ensues, which it often does, because if you are in a movement or an action, right, you're moving forward, you're starting to do things, sometimes there's a few things that get thrown in your path that you're going, ooh, wow, okay, what do I do with this? You do what you must, okay? You stay calm, breathing, deep breathing. See how chill this king is? It doesn't matter. Everything is okay. I'm just going to breathe here calmly. You know, the storm can brew around me, but I'm the master of my own ship. I am the filler of my own cup. I can do this. And then finally, once you've done all of that, you're going to start seeing things happen. Some of them get smaller, and you have different sizes here. Some of them, you may decide that it's not really worth the effort, but some of them may end up growing so big that you're like, wow, I never imagined. Okay? And that's absolutely wonderful. You end with the word of victory. I love that. This little victory dance. Am I putting it the right way? Yeah. Victory feels great. Okay? You have, I do believe that that's Jupiter right here, that 4. I may be wrong. I'm not an expert. Okay? But it's expanding. It's expansion. So you are at the greatest time in your life to expand in your life. You're aware of the things. You're aware of the old patterns, the limiting thoughts. You're starting to pin them down. It's like shooting at a board, like, "Tsh, I got you. I see you." You're not hiding in the shadows anymore. And when you come back, I'm going to notice you again. And I'm going to notice you again. And then I'm going to find ways to take the limits off of you. And as soon as you do that, you leave room for something new to come in. You say, you're not going to limit me anymore, so what do you become? Limitless. And that's what we're all working at right now, okay? You can either spend time and look what everybody else is doing, how the world's going to hell in a handbasket, or you can take the time right now and just work on you. Work on being your very best example. Be that person that magic happens to all the time. Like myself, I wake up and something magical is going to happen to me today. This reading was magical. All the connections in between, all the beautiful energy coming in from my guides, helping me, guiding me, inspiring me to inspire you. It's all magic. We have to live in that energy. We have to start seeing life as a beautiful spot and a beautiful learning experience that it is. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you a lot of love, light, and blessings. Now, I'm on this side right here. You're going to see an icon for my Life Path Number channel. Easy to find. Just calculate your birthday down to the smallest denominator. If you go to the channel, there's actually a video explaining it. And on this side, you may see another video from this channel that you might be interested in. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.